One day, Michael was going to his home, but there was a lot of traffic ahead. Then his eyes fall on a new Lamborghini, in which there was no one inside. He silently gets up from the car and goes towards his home. But after some time, he realizes what answer he will give to his parents. So, he parks the car outside a stranger's house and goes to his home. The next day, he sees the news. How an unknown man risked his life to save the mayor's imported car from being stolen. This man took the mayor's car out of the traffic and parked it safely at his house. The mayor wants to give a gift to this man. If you see this man anywhere, then contact him on this number. One day, a son arrived home late, so his father asked him, "Where were you all night?" Son said, "I was at my friend's house." Then his father called his 10 friends in front of him. 4 of them said, "Yes, uncle, he was here." 2 said, "He just left, uncle." 3 of them said, "He is here and studying hard. Should I call him?" One of them made an extra effort and said in his son's voice, "Tell me, Dad, what's happened?" One day, Johnny's ma'am asks the class, "Which part of the human body goes to heaven first?" Susie said, "Well, it's our hands. We do all the good things with our hands, so they are bound to go to heaven first." Teacher says, "Very good. Anybody else?" Rocky says, "Well, it's our heart. We think all the good things with our heart, so it's bound to go to heaven first." Teacher says, "Very good. Do you want to say something, Johnny?" Johnny said, "Teacher, I think it's your legs." Teacher asked, "Now, little Johnny, why would you think it would be your legs?" Little Johnny said, "Well, I walked into Mommy and Daddy's bedroom the other night. Mommy had her legs straight up in the air and she was saying, 'Oh God, I'm coming.' If Dad hadn't pinned her down, we'd have lost her." One day, little Johnny was playing in his backyard. When he saw a bee, in anger, he killed the bee. Johnny's dad saw him killing the bees and said angrily, "You won't get any honey for a month." Later that afternoon, Johnny's dad catches him tearing out the wings of a butterfly. "That's it. You won't get butter for a month," Johnny's dad said. Later that evening, while Johnny's mother is cooking, a cockroach scuttles across the kitchen floor. She jumped and trampled on it, and then looked up to find little Johnny and her husband looking at her. Little Johnny looks at his dad and says, "Are you going to tell him, Dad? Or do you want me to tell?" A little boy walks into his parents' room to see his mom on top of his dad bouncing up and down. The mom sees her son and quickly dismounts, worried about what her son has seen. She dresses quickly and goes to find him. The son sees his mom and asks, "What were you and Dad doing?" The mother replies, "Well, you know, your dad has a big tummy and sometimes I have to get on top of it to help flatten it." "You're wasting your time," said the boy. "Why is that?" asked his mom, puzzled. Son said, "Well, when you go for shopping, a lady next door comes over and gets on her knees and blows it right back up.